April 19th. Yeah, snow. Temperature 22 Fahrenheit, which is not terrible, but we have our constant strong winds blowing, which makes it downright miserable. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm working on here. Oh, my door is frozen shut. Great. Well, I'm kind of shooting these clips at random. Obviously, I've taken the old master cylinder off. The lines weren't too hard to undo. Greasy looking inside there, but it's the Hydro Boost system that GM put on some of their vehicles, especially the diesel-equipped pickups in 1981. It's been a pretty good trouble-free system. I think I've replaced one hydraulic line since 1986. So, anyway, back to bench bleeding. Okay, I think we are free of air. So, I'll put the cap on and begin reinstallation. Sometime later. Yeah, it went together pretty nice. That front fitting had me worried for a bit. The alignment was pretty critical, but once I got it right, it threaded right in. I know somebody's going to ask me what this blue bag is doing here. Well, there's always going to be a little bit of brake fluid leakage when you're working on these systems, and brake fluid is extremely corrosive to painted surfaces, so I thought put this in here and catch whatever drips out, which it did. So I think we are good for a road test. But first, I have another problem which you can't even see. Probably should have worked on that when I had the master cylinder off. The starter on these Oldsmobile engines is on the left-hand side. When I went to start it to come home last night, it did not start. There was a no start situation when you turn the key. Lights were all on, good power, but absolutely no response from the starter. I wiggled around down there on the wires to the solenoid. One seemed a little bit loose. I couldn't see it, but I could feel it. But I guess the little bit of movement I made might have been enough to make contact. Anyway, after that it started. But next on the list, to be continued. Well, I guess I'm done for the day. I've just spent a horrendous few hours underneath the truck, in and out, working, trying to get at the starter. I finally had to unbolt it and drop it down. And everything looks good. The wires are all connected. Still, we got nothing. Ignition key turns, no action at all from it. So I'm guessing maybe it needs a new ignition switch. I know one thing, that starter is not coming off again on this dirt floor. Not by me anyway. All right, the end.